In this video I want to talk about combat stance and really how it can be kind of complex for some people. So typically they'll just tell you, like at the SIG Academy or something like that, they'll tell you, well, stance is not something you're always going to have the ability to control. Sure, that's true. However, no matter what position you're in, you have to establish some modicum of control or you're just going to be a piece of jello. So, no matter what position you're in, even if you're pushed back and you're balancing right here and you're holding someone against you, you have to establish some kind of stability and fight back somewhat. So, if you end up on your back, you have to establish good stability for that shot and brace yourself. If you're in the kneeling, you need to brace yourself. If you're working in a team in the kneeling, you need to be kneeling in such a way where you can be brushed with a good amount of force and you won't get knocked over and be ineffective at fighting or delay your ability to fight. So that's very important. So also, your stance needs to be, even in any position, you need to have good agility even when weighted. So you need to have good foot placement and you need to have a good ability to move. And one of the best ways to do this is to practice moving very quickly and just snapping off to the side or snapping forward and stuff like that. And typically you'll find that you go into what they call an athletic or boxing stance. And, the Marine Corps called it a basic warrior stance. But you're slightly leaned forward and you're basically bracing against an oncoming thing. Like the way I've described it is, if you're holding up a wall or like several sheets of drywall, that can be heavy. So what do? You brace forward. You lean into it and you offset your feet. You don't put them square together or square off with it. You actually set your strong foot back and you kind of lean into it. And that's what you should be doing with shooting if you want to maximize your standing position. Is it necessary? No, but it will help you maximize the recoil control and help you establish a good stable platform for shooting. And especially when you cross over to like shotgun or something like that, it can help you brace. Some people say go with the flow, and that does still require core strength to snap back on, shot rack, all that other good stuff. So stance is essential. You just have to practice it, and I recommend practicing it through isometrics, and we're talking about a broad range of isometrics. So quasi-isometrics, what I like to do is actually get a weight, and one thing you can do is hold it actually closer to the side that you're leaning to really stress it out, or if your arm can handle it, holding it out or holding it up here away from your body to kind of act as a lever. So building your core from the specific areas that you're trying to work, like if you do that, basically pieing around corners and rolling out, it'll be a lot easier. You'll feel like you're a lot more stable, and also footwork can help too, because you do need to be agile and be able to move if you do take rounds. You need to be able to snap back in from a rollout, be able to snap back in really quick. So you need the muscles to do that. Quasi-isometrics, doing this with a weight, going really slow, starting about here to the point where you feel stable, basically right above your leg, and then just going out and stabilizing yourself. That can work. And also, establishing a good core. You can do planks and stuff like that. That can help. So different types of isometrics can definitely help with this. So anyways, I hope you have a little bit of a better respect for how stance is really kind of universal, even though people say it's not. It is on you to establish a stance and establish stability of some sort, no matter what the position is, so you can actually get a shot on target. It's not impossible, so you don't need to basically be jello and just forget about stance as a whole, or the responsibility of your core to stabilize you, and practicing it will help you in all positions. So it's not something evil, it's not something hard to do. It could be worked out in conjunction with your range shooting. So with all that said, let me know what you think in the comments below, and you guys have a good one.